Of the last one and this one, it seems to be every hour, almost on the dot. Can you see and hear me all right? Shall we carry on? Yes. Let's get on with it then. Let's get on with it. 1 mile to Forest Hills. Try and get this one finished before the Virgin Media dies again. This is the last one, so we're good. Still got a minute and a half to get into Forest Hills, so I'm relaxed, I'm chilled. No, I say red roofs, but obviously since it's been snowing, you won't be able to enjoy the red roofs. Don't. Everyone imagine that they're red and then you can enjoy them. Problem solved. Well, that'll do. That'll do. It's different because it's got the delta roofs. There's probably a proper name for that, but I'm not a roofy person. That probably is not what I should have said. Where's the Lear Donkey? I have no idea. Hey Danny, thank you for the sparkles. 3120. Will there be a way to partially open doors? There is at the moment, but you've got to go down to the thing and operate the same controls the guards would use. There isn't a way to do it from the cab. In fact, from the cab, the driver normally wouldn't do that. If he's going to open them all, he'd just open them from there. But generally, the guard would be doing it from the middle of the train somewhere. Kew Gardens. English people like going here because we like to queue. Yeah, I know some people do that, Shamari. Right, hauling up a Kew Gardens in a moment. Still making good time. I'm chilled at the moment. Which is why we're coming into the platform with maximum brakes, because that's how chilled I am. Hello. How am I supposed to see how fantastic my stop is? You know what? Not gonna complain. Cool like a cucumber. That's the one. It's just there tonight, Blitzby. Yeah. Quick flip over to the list. Tomorrow, Dimitri is running on Rapid Transit. Wednesday, Sam on Liverpool Manchester. Then 5 Circle Line with me on Thursday. Tees Valley Line with Dimitri on Friday. Nord Deutschbahn with Sam on Saturday. and Frankfurt U-Bahn with me again on Sunday. Will there be any updates to services to and from LIC? No. There isn't really that much goes to and from LIC, really. Not with these units. The Long Island City is normally serviced by the diesels. Because only the... it's Long Island City here. So there's only like these two platforms here that have got third rail, if I remember rightly. Or maybe even only that one, I can't remember. But most of this doesn't have third rail. Right. The Dovetail stream has live streams all day, every week, yes, at the moment. I don't know how long that will carry on, but it's what's happening for the time being. We are here to entertain you. When Virgin Media allows us to. Or allows me to, anyway. Right. Jamaica. Am I the owner of TSW? Nope. I'm a senior producer of TSW. I'm certainly not the owner. I work with a big team of people. I basically just try to do my best to get out of their way and let them create awesome stuff. Right, we have a 35 limit coming up in 500 yards. Let's just drop that limit down. That's it. ATC's dropped to 40 as well. That's because we are crossing over for the run to Jamaica. Am I excited for the Long Island Railroad M3? I am. What about you all? Sounds like you are. The thing I like most about the M3 versus the M7 is that because it's a much older train, it looks different. It's different to drive. It's just a completely different ambience in the cab compared to, say, the M7. Has the lockdown restrictions affected research for overseas routes at all? So we do a lot of our research online. So obviously it's not affected that. It has prevented us going out to do reference trips, but the team are used to working without reference trips, to be honest. Because they don't come up as often as we would like. It's a lovely view down here. As we come into Jamaica. Yeah, there's a new platform. If it was just being added at the point that we were making this route. Is it platform 8 or platform 9? I can't remember what it's called now. And I think by now they've completed the triple track extensions, haven't they? Because there's the line up here. Once it goes to double track, this has been tripled now, hasn't it? If I remember correctly. It's platforms 9 and 10, is it? Excellent. Is it 9 and 10 that service the Atlantic branch now? Down to Atlantic Terminal, because the way I read they were changing the operations was that they were making it so that instead of having through trains to Atlantic, they ran regular shuttles between Jamaica and Atlantic to try and improve interchange. Right, unlock left. Risty Ferret, why can't you get the other train to an Xbox? Because it was built quite a long time ago, originally, and it was built without the Xbox with any consideration to the Xbox or PlayStation at all. Redoing it to make it work on a games console is basically starting again from scratch, which is what TSW is. We'll have a look and see what goes on with the new Xbox Series X and the PS5 for nearer the time. Trained by Class 313. I'm buzzing with excitement. I'm a bit of a console fan myself, if I'm honest. Right, we've got a green light. We're good to go. Skippy, there is no addition to the route or changes to the route with the M3. It just adds the train. It does exactly what it says on the tin. New Hyde Park. Yes, scenarios. There's a new journey for the M3 as well. Do I like Xbox or PS4? You see, I like them both actually. I've been a long time Xbox fan, but I got a PS3 to play some games called Railfan, which are kind of like train simulators. And then I got a PS4 a couple of years ago, before we did TSW on PS, because I wanted to understand more about the PlayStation, how it all worked. And I have to say, I became a big fan of the PlayStation as well. They're both cracking machines. They really are both good machines. If you go with one or the other, you aren't losing out, I don't think. It's very easy to get caught up in a one's better than the other, but they're both good. What on earth am I wearing? I don't know. What am I wearing? Panic, panic, panic. ATC is up. Is the stream still working for everybody? It says it's working okay on the streaming software. Hey Vitaly. Jacob Bennett, how's it going? So I'm not expecting it to go off for about 3/4 of an hour, if they keep up with what they've been doing earlier on. Fresh Lemon, Lyra's my favourite US DLC. Are you happy M3 is coming soon? Over the moon. Over the moon. As I was saying earlier on, it's an interesting variety on this one, because it's an older unit. It's got different controls. It feels a lot more lumpy. It just feels really different. Sounds different. It looks different. Six miles to New Hyde Park. What the heck is What Circle, VCN? Top right, you mean the grey one? It's because I've got the next signal aspect turned off. I wonder if I should turn it on to stop confusing everybody. Let me just turn that on so that no one's confused. That seems to be confusing everybody. There you go. Does that make sense now? Gaming Vapor, of course you can ask a question. Fire away. I don't guarantee I'll be able to answer it, but you can certainly ask it. If other people have been asking it, however, save yourself some time and just read the answer. Danny Beast, you're driving an M70, keeps stopping by itself and you don't have the safety systems on. I have no idea what that would be then. Do you think we'll see steam locomotives in TSW? At some point, I certainly hope so. Gaming Vapor, yes. I don't have anything to tell you in terms of when, or what, or why, or where, other than I'm a huge Steam fan. You don't like Steam, you're more of a diesel person? Awesome. I won't say you're wrong. Not at all. There's some amazing diesels out there. As I say on most streams, I like all trains. You stream this game, do you, Gaming Vapor? Awesome. Glad you're enjoying it. Forestall is live. We don't need it. I thought we were going to get cut back. Oh, I see. We're crossing over onto the main line. See you later, Risty Ferret. Arsenal fan, you like diesel and electric? Excellent. It's all good. You're going to play TSW? Top notch. It's almost at 60. New Hyde Park in 2.1 miles. That's Floral Park and where we took the junction previously to go to Hempstead. So now we're carrying on the main line, I think. No, this is Floral Park coming up next. I'm ahead of myself. .3 miles to go. Currently doing 75. Seems like we might be following something. I need to start slowing down for this station anyway. Vitaly, there is forward spray. If I jam the brakes on, you can see the thing forward. If I take the brakes off, it is moving slightly bit forwards and backwards at least. You can more notice it when I come to a stop at the station because you'll see the thing do this. Have I ever been on a train that is in Train Sim World? I've been on the 166s, I've been on HSTs, I've been on the 377s, I've been on Mark 1 coaches, I've been on the West Somerset Railway. Haven't been on any of the American stuff. VCN, I don't do a horn. I'm incompetent when it comes to horns. I'm alright on the freight routes, but for some reason on this route, I just can't. Yeah, if you watch the forward-backward motion as the train comes to a stop. I'll put the brakes on more, and you can feel it jump back as it stops. Just about. What locations of a Somerset Railway? It's in the west somewhere. My geography's not great. There we go. Maryland Avenue. Somerset. There you go. Right. Is he in Devon? I've no idea. I've driven there 2 or 3 times. West Somerset Railway is in the west. It's in the west and Somerset. What more do you want from me? And there's a railway. Ah, Maryland Avenue. Why are we slowed down? Are you crossing me over? Better not be. It's uncalled for. Planet of Zeka, thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying the game. Yeah, we're following another train here, which is why we keep getting reduced aspect. So I'm just going to keep it chill, stop at Maryland Avenue, and let the train in front get out of my way. West Somerset is Bishop Lydiard to Minehead, yes. I must admit, I tend to do the same Tropag. I like to look at the real line and follow them and see what's going on. 12:52:20. Did you fix the numbering for the M3? Well, I passed the message on to the team and they told me it had been done. So, yay. Is it possible to create a scenario like in Unstoppable? I'm going to go ahead and say probably not. Depends which bit of Unstoppable you mean. If you mean trains going around the corner on 2 wheels or on the sides, no. And the dispatcher won't let you get into the same sections as other trains, so you won't be able to chase another train couple up to it from behind either. Sorry about that. Right. Coming up on a yellow signal, I can see that because I've got the HUD cheat mode on. Mineola. So this is the branch for Oyster Bay, is it? Leah Peeps? I think it's the Oyster Bay branch that turns off here, isn't it? Yeah, those M3 shots were still heavily in Devlier. They hadn't actually done the numbering for them yet. They were still using the set they'd copied over from the M7s. Right, rolling up to Mineola now. Yeah, left track is Oyster Bay, which is a diesel line. No miss, I'm not driving the M3 this session. It's not ready for demo yet. Would like the Lear double deckers to come to TSW. I want all of the trains to come to TSW. Immediately. See you next time, Danny. Thanks for joining us. This is Mineola. Demetrius, there isn't a date yet for launch of the M3. Keep an eye on the usual platforms. But there'll be a preview stream for the M3 at some point, but it's not yet. It'll be a little while. No, Oyster Bay branch, there's no plans to do that at the moment, Skippy. That's the Oyster Bay branch going up that way. Kind of goes up there and along there somewhere. Oh, locked doors. Daydreaming, looking at chat again. Hashtag blame chat. Carl Place. Oh wow, we're stopping everywhere on this bit. See you later, VCN. .8 miles for Carl Place. Valentin, there's quite a large group of us, because Dovetail's got a lot of rail fans that are interested in all sorts of things, and so all of us get together and look at what we're interested in, what kinds of things we think the community want. We look at some of the suggestions that have been made, and then out of that we come up with what we think we can make. One mile for Carl Place. We're almost at Hicksville. Maybe 1 or 2 stops at the most. Don't know why I'm driving with a window closed. It's like turning half the sound off. Jacob, we try and work with operators or as much as possible, but we always work with operators to reproduce their stuff in the game. Make sure we get their permission. Running a bit ahead of schedule. Heavens. I had Anki earlier on. Where's he gone? What is it about this station? They got flowers or something on this station. God dear. All of a sudden get the sneezes. Thank you very much, everybody. 59.20. Westbury. Probably the open window. That's what it is. It's too much fresh air. Not used to all this fresh air. Sit in my garage all day, probably all night. Suddenly someone opens the door and my brain doesn't know what to do with it. School bus over the top. Oh yes, this is the penultimate stop. Hicksville after this one. Fresh Demon Gamers, do I want to have an editor in TSW? I'd love there to be an editor in TSW. I mean, there is an editor in TSW, because we use it to make the game, but I'm assuming you mean a public editor, of which there is no announcement yet. Westbury Station. A We Are Railfans video for TSW. Yeah, I really liked the We Are Rail for the two We Are Railfans videos. Really, the team did an amazing job putting those together. Makes you proud to be a rail fan, doesn't it? Hicksville, 3.1 miles. Got a 30 limit coming up in 1.5. Now it depends what platform we're going into. It might cross us over onto the left-hand tracks. Have I ever been to Russia? I've flown over Russia in an aircraft, but I've never been to Russia, no. Charlie, this is American route. We're in New York. Well, Long Island. See you later, Trade Pack. Coming up on a 30 limits. You're from Russia, Fresh Demon. Welcome. Why would you fly over Russia? Well, I was guessing, actually. It might not have. I was just looking down from the window of the plane. I thought, I wonder if this is Russia. That's about as close as I've been to Russia, is wondering if what was below me was Russia. I was flying to Australia at the time. Well, probably. That would have... I can't remember where that stopover was that time. I flew to Australia numerous times. Coming in on the middle platform. Speed up a bit. Open doors on both sides. You crazy, unhinged person. You're back on the coffee again, aren't you? Right, slow down for the 40. Old Paul, there's nothing to announce on that front. Whether they happen in the future or not, I don't know. But there's certainly nothing to announce on that front. Train Boy, yeah, we're just finishing actually. This is the final station. It hasn't helped being delayed by the internet going off every now and again. Is that taking the direct route though, Train Boy? Because I would have done layovers at Dubai or Thailand or I can't remember what the other one was. Yeah, I can't remember what the third place we did the layovers was. Drop down to 15. Yeah, I can't remember now, Train Boy. I can't remember, it was a long time ago now. Wake up all the passengers. My train is here. Open both doors, hype. Seriously? It's just uncooperative, man. That's just uncooperative as well. What is with the obstinance of these people? I want to fly through. Aha! Whee! See, think simple things please me. Lock the doors. And give me that gold. Yes. Oh, level 99 as well. This is the end. Yes, Train Boy Class 313. It is indeed the end. Let me just show you the schedule for the rest of the week one more time. So that was me on Long Island today. Then tomorrow you've got Dimitri Rapid Transit. Wednesday, Sam on Liverpool Manchester. Thursday is me again on the 5 Circle line. Friday, Dimitri on the Tees Valley line. Saturday is Sam on the Norddeutschbahn. And then Sunday is me again on the Frankfurt U-Bahn. All right, everybody. Let me put it back to this. Thank you very much for watching. No M3 this week, Train Boy. It's not ready for demo yet. And I will see you all on the next stream. Don't forget to pop in tomorrow. All streams are at 5 o'clock UK time. and we'll see you there. Stay safe and drive trains. Cheers, everyone. Bye bye.